saw. I wish I could put it into words. But most of all, I wish I could forget.
Could it be? The remnant? It can be. There hasn't been one in decades.
When we're all dead and gone, live technology but a footnote in the history books. The anomalies.
Hey everyone, welcome to Voltura. This is the very first video on the channel that I wanted to start with something unique, atmospheric and unforgettable. A game that is as much about the journey as it is about survival. Today we are talking about PacificDrive, developed by Ironwood Studios and published by Kepler Interactive. You might have seen flashy trailers or maybe just heard the name in passing, but today I am going to take you deep into what makes this game stand out. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what PacificDrive is about, how it plays, why it is even worth experiencing, even if you don't usually play driving games or survival titles. So, what exactly is PacificDrive? At its heart, it is a first-person run-based driving survival game set in a mysterious, dangerous area called the Olympic Exclusion Zone in the Pacific Northwest. Imagine dense forests shrouded in mists, collapsing highways overtaken by nature, strange growing anomalies that defy the laws of physics. This is not your typical open-world road trip. The Exclusion Zone is unpredictable, beautiful and terrifying, and every time you venture out, you're stepping into a place that feels alive, like it's watching you. Your one constant in all of this is your car, a battered but supernatural station wagon known as the Coil. It is your lifeline, your safe haven and your ticket back home. But it is also very fragile, needy and constantly demanding your attention. The gameplay is this fascinating blend of driving, simulation and resource management. You're not steering a vehicle, you're maintaining it. You need to monitor your fuel, your battery, your radiators, your fuels. You'll replace broken parts, craft new upgrades and salvage anything you can find in the wasteland to keep the coil running. Every bolt you tighten, every pad job you make matters.
Hello? Someone out there? Hello? could have sworn I... never mind. Francis, the radar's acting up again. You were supposed to tune up this piece of junk years ago. Yes, it's back. It's back. This is Tobias Barlow and Francis Cook, located in mid-zone sector B. Do you read me? I'm picking up your distress signal in the outer zone. It looks like you're somewhere around sector E. Hey, Francis, come here. Yes, it's urgent. Leave that interferometer alone for a second. Something is out there. Hey, we got a live one. Hey, do you copy? Hello? Hello? Is this thing working?
They don't have a transmitter. We won't hear a thing.
Person run-based driving survival game set in a mysterious, dangerous area called the Olympic Exclusion Zone in the Pacific Northwest. Imagine dense forests shrouded in mists, collapsing highways overtaken by nature, strange growing anomalies that defy the laws of physics. This is not your typical open world road trip. The Exclusion Zone is unpredictable, beautiful and terrifying, and every time you venture out, you're stepping into a place that feels alive, like it's watching you. Your one constant in all of this is your car, a battered but supernatural station wagon known as the Coil. It is your lifeline, your safe haven and your ticket back home. But it is also very fragile, needy and constantly demanding your attention. The gameplay is this fascinating blend of driving, simulation and resource management. You're not steering a vehicle, you're maintaining it. You need to monitor your fuel, your battery, your radiators, your fuels. You'll replace broken parts, craft new upgrades and salvage anything you can find in the wasteland to keep the coil running. Every bolt you tighten, every patch job you make matters here. This is not a game where your car magically repairs itself after a crash. Here, damage is persistent, and neglecting even a small issue can leave you stranded in the middle of nowhere, with night falling and anomalies closing in. So, what makes PacificDrive so compelling is the risk versus reward loop. Each expedition into the zone is an opportunity to scavenge valuable resources and push a little further into the unknown. But remember, the deeper you go, the more dangerous it becomes. You will encounter several environmental hazards like toxic gas, clouds, violent storms, unstable terrain, strange gravitational anomalies that can crush your car or fling your car into the air. The weather can turn you on in seconds. Clear skies one moment, lightning strikes and howling winds the next. It's the kind of a game where you're constantly making decisions. Do I risk going just one more kilometer to grab that rare part? Or do I come back before the storm catches me? The atmosphere is where the game really shines. The visual designs captures the Pacific Northwest vibe perfectly. Towering pines, moss-covered rocks, fogs that curl through the valleys like smoke, but there's always something off. Maybe it's the strange shimmer in the distance or the flicker of lights where there shouldn't be any. The audio is also very impressive. The hum of an engine, the clank of loose tools, the whisper of the winds through the broken glass, and those sudden unsettling sounds in the distance that make you glance over your shoulder. And there's the storytelling. PacificDrive does not hold your hand with lengthy cutscenes or constant expositions. Instead, it's a masterclass in environmental storytelling. You learn about the zone through scattered notes, voice messages, abandoned structures, strange devices, and the wreckage of vehicles that did not make it back. Every location feels like it has a story, and piecing together those fragments makes the world feel lived in and real. The game gives you the freedom. You decide your route, your priorities, and your risk tolerance, and the freedom means that every player's story will be a little different. Now since this is Voltura's first video and my school project, I want to make sure I also want to give you some tips in case you want to try PacificDrive yourself. Tip number 1. Your car is everything. Keep an eye out on the cooling system and the fuel supply. Those are the most common reasons for getting stranded. Tip 2. Don't overload your car with junk early on. Weight affects handling, and on a heavy car on a slick muddy road can easily slide out of control. Tip 3. Pay attention to the environment. The game gives subtle cues, maybe the wind picks up before a storm or your geyser count ticks faster near certain anomalies. Learning to read those signs will save you in the long term. Tip 4. Don't feel pressurized to go on your first runs. Short, safe trips is where you return with few key items are better than overextending and losing everything. One of the most interesting things about PacificDrive is that how it changes your mindset as you play. At first you might focus on driving itself, navigating sharp turns, dodging hazards, keeping your speed up, but as the hours pass, you start to see your car not just as a vehicle but as a partner. You will know the sound of the engine when it's running smoothly versus when it's struggling. You will celebrate when you find a new part that makes it more reliable, and you will feel that sinking pit in your stomach when something critical breaks miles away from safety. So, for me, PacificDrive is a reminder of how games can be more than just entertainment. It's about problem solving under pressure, adaptability to changing situations, and finding beauty in moments of calm between chaos. It also shows how sound design, visuals and mechanics can blend together to create an experience that sticks with you long after you have turned it off. And that's why I've always wanted to feature it as Voltura's very first deep dive, because it represents the kind of thoughtful, immersive and slightly offbeat games that I want to share on this channel. So whether you are a fan of survival games, driving simulators or just love exploring strange and mysterious worlds, PacificDrive is worth your attention. I hope this introduction has given you a clear picture of what it's like to step in the zone, take the wheel of the coil and face whatever that the road throws your way. If you have enjoyed this breakdown, please give the video a like, a subscribe to Voltura for more gaming deep dives, and let me know in the comments what you would explore first if you had the keys to the coil. This is just the beginning for Voltura, and I am excited to take you along for the ride. Until the next time, stay curious, stay cautious and drive safe. Goodbye.
Antenna signals coming through loud and clear. Give it a moment to initialize.